So a lot of scary information is coming out about Call of Duty Black Ops 4. We're hearing that multiplayer of Black Ops 4 is gonna be similar to Overwatch, and the Call of Duty core formula is nowhere near to be found. And that's exactly what playtesters said about Black Ops 4 when they played it, and they also said they absolutely hated Black Ops 4. This is what the news has been so far, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to make this very clear that this is gonna be a non-sarcastic video. Normally that's exactly what we do on the channel, but I personally feel like I've found something that will change your mind in a different way, in a positive manner, because I personally, for once, would say this time that I kinda believe these leaks, but I'm at the point where I would still say kinda, and that means that I don't fully believe all these leaks. And I will go through this leak. I will talk about Matthew Harris because he is the guy that claims to know all of that, and I will talk about CharlieINTEL and other sources. Gonna go through the leak like I said, and then I will show you something that may change your mind for the better. And I feel like all of what is happening right now may be real to some extent, but it is definitely not 100% accurate, and that's a good point because that means that it's not gonna be scary when Black Ops 4 comes out. And keep in mind, the reveal is gonna be in 28 days from now, so stick around for this video. I will just go through the leak first of all, and then I will just talk about what's happening and everything like that. Now keep in mind that we're talking about Matthew Harris, and I personally just found out about this guy recently, so I won't claim that I know about this guy. No disrespect, I follow him, he follows me back, you know, dab on them haters, but at the same time, Glitching Queen and the gaming revolution is something that I know, not in real life or anything like that, but the gaming revolution is sort of like my YouTube friend, right? And I would actually believe that guy because I kinda know him on the YouTubes. And the gaming revolution and Glitching Queen is claiming that they know what Matthew knows and who Matthew knows, so there is that. And another thing is that Matthew was actually tweeting a lot of crazy amount of intel about Black Ops 4 a month ago, and now Eurogamer, Kotaku, CharlieINTEL, Market Sellers, and a lot of other sources are claiming that that is true. But today what is happening is that multiplayer is sort of like going to be similar to Overwatch, and that's exactly what Matthew is saying, and I personally don't really believe that. But first of all, this is what he says: new multiplayer information has been confirmed by more than one source, so I can talk about that more publicly. As of 2 days ago, multiplayer was in the worst state you have ever seen a Call of Duty multiplayer mode. Sources who have play tested the mode claim that it is less like a Call of Duty mode and more like a Call of Duty Overwatch or a Call of Duty Lawbreakers. The Lawbreakers reference is incredibly apt considering what he told me next. Remember how I said the game was simultaneously boots on the ground and advanced movement? Well, I can elaborate on that a little more too. The game was going to take the hero or specialist system from Black Ops 3 and take it to the next level. Perks were basically removed completely and had instead been morphed into a strange kind of kill streak. Normal kill streaks as we know them, for example Harrier jets or chopper gunners. I would add my favorite K9 Unit 2 in here, but he says that it didn't in fact exist in this version of Black Ops 4. Instead, you got highly powerful perks, one of which was a movement alteration. It literally changed your movement from boots on the ground to something very strongly resembling Black Ops 3's advanced movement systems. This fall flat with playtester. They didn't like it at all. It was deemed an unfair portrayal of Call of Duty and something that wouldn't resonate with fans in the slightest. So as of the last playtest, things are changing. Actual kill streaks are being entered into the game and the hero systems are being scaled back a little bit. What this does mean is that the game is in fact beginning to resemble more and more the state of the game in Black Ops 3. What this means for the future of BO4, I do not know. Currently, my information does not stretch to what the mode will become, only to what it very recently was. With the community reveal only weeks away, I am truly concerned for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 and even more concerned for Treyarch as a development studio. This is tighter than it has ever been. Now, CharlieINTEL sort of believe this guy, but at the same time, they do say that this is more of a rumor. And keep in mind that don't take this rumor with 5 kilo of salt. Normally, whenever I see stuff, I can call it a fake or real. And of course, all of us can be wrong sometime, even myself and even you and everyone like that. But this time around, everything is happening so fast. And I feel like some of it may be real. Now notice how Matthew says, again, no disrespect to Matthew from my end, but he said that all of these changes are done recently, and what's happening now is that based on the community feedback or playtester feedback, Treyarch are actually changing stuff, which is good, but at the same time you gotta keep in mind that he said all of that and the internet shook completely and everyone is talking about it, and then he says that they are changing back to the normal game formula. And we know that Call of Duty Black Ops 4 is most likely gonna be set in 2020, and yes, that is a leak too, so I guess we cannot believe leaks now, but that's number one. So that is very strange. It's suspicious the way he said it. Of course it can be real, but it may not be real is exactly what I'm trying to say. Also, this is kind of like what I'm saying that's happening with Treyarch. First of all, they revealed Black Ops 4 shit was naughty, it was raw, it was real, so that got me hyped, and basically everyone on the internet and everyone that loves Black Ops, right? And they teased Black Ops 4 and it had Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 moments. Now this may not mean a whole lot, but what I'm trying to get at here is that it had the campaign moments in it, it had some zombies, it had some multiplayer, more of like the quad rotor drone from Black Ops 2 and some Black Ops 3. So yes, maybe it's gonna be similar to Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and even gonna have some additional features that are similar to Black Ops 3, so that's something that we see. But keep in mind that they gave us a free map in Black Ops 3. Now why would they give us a free map in Black Ops 3, knowing the fact that they are under a lot of fire and they need to finish a game? And also consider this, that Black Ops 4 is gonna release in October or on October 12th, and typically that's not a normal release date time for Call of Duty. Of course they may be changing things up because Red Dead Redemption 2 is gonna release and there's a lot of competition even with Battlefield this time around. Maybe that's the case, but knowing the fact that if the game is not fully finished, you would think that they would release this game in November. So that's number two. Number three, David Vonderhaar still got redacted over on his Twitter with only 115 tweets. So that's kind of like low-key a zombies reference, and at the same time redacted, meaning that it's gonna have a campaign that will rewrite the past, and that's exactly what Matthew also said. And I guess it doesn't take a rocket science genius to claim that, right? Again, no disrespect, Matthew, if you're watching. I feel like you have some good information, but at the same time, I don't know. I do not know you. That's why I'm kind of like posing these questions. Now, David Vonderhaar still got redacted over on his Twitter, and prior to all of his tweets deletion, or before he deleted all his tweets, he was very good at tweeting cryptic tweets about Black Ops 4. Notice when I was making videos about Black Ops 4 and everyone was like, Skizzle, you gotta stop with those Black Ops 4 videos, it's not gonna happen. I was making videos about what David Vonderhaar was saying, and he was very cryptically hinting towards Black Ops 4. Very few people were able to kind of like decipher, myself not really included. Just want to say that, don't want to come out as an egotistical guy here. And this is what Sergeant Frank would said over on his Twitter: fellas, calm the F down, no campaign is just a rumor until the 17th. The fact I can share today are I am not contracted to play Woods, and Treyarch has some special folks working there right now. So hey, that could mean that yes, in fact he is not there and this is all a rumor, and he claims that there are some special folks working there, and all of this talk was absolutely about the campaign. So meaning that he is referring to Black Ops 4 having maybe a campaign mode and there are special folks working there, meaning that there will be some different voice actors, some actors working there. So that does give me some hopes for sure, but at the same time, of course, this may mean that it's not happening, and I feel like campaign may not happen, but of course it's still a rumor at this point in time. But multiplayer resembling Overwatch, I don't know how I feel about it, but at the same time it can happen, knowing the fact that Overwatch is kind of like Activision Blizzard product, and I know a lot of people were hooked on Overwatch, Mr. T-Lexify included at some point in time. I don't know how I feel about this, man. I never played Overwatch. I don't know if I like Overwatch. I don't know, a lot of stuff is up in the air, and what I'm trying to say here is that don't believe what you see. Of course I will report the news here on my channel and I will tell you how it is, and of course oftentimes what we know as leaks come true. For example, DLC 5, that's why I was busting out videos for it. And even Black Ops 4, I was making videos about it since December because I knew it's gonna happen. I didn't have any inside information, but it was just a gut feeling and basically deciphering David Wanahar's tweet and what Treyarch was basically saying cryptically for sure. But this time around, I genuinely don't think that these rumors and leaks are real. Some of it can be, but you gotta keep in mind that Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3 were rushed products. And Sergeant Frank Woods even said, I cannot find his tweet, but he basically said in a nutshell that Treyarch was working 12-hour shifts till the last week of Black Ops 2 launch. And we know Black Ops 2 was amazing, so this time they can really just change things up if it's really going bad. And Black Ops 3 also had a lot of issues, but at the end of the day, the multiplayer is phenomenal. Of course, some people may not like it, but I personally enjoyed it whenever I played it. I didn't play a whole lot of it, but I was more on the side of zombies, and zombies was absolutely kick-ass too. So I don't know, man. I'm just saying, don't believe everything you see, but let me know what you guys think in the comments for sure. Subscribe if you are new. I will keep you updated on everything. Check out some other videos on the screen too. Leave a like, all that good stuff. Share this video with your friends who are panicking hard, and I will see you very freaking soon.